Suleiman Ba, we quickly go to 133 pounds. Number 16, Nic Bouzakis against Yanni Vines for Colombia.
Going back to that last match, you know, it's good to see that the way the match ended for Colombia, for Ba, but it probably leaves a little bit of a bitter taste in his mouth. You know, he could be way closer in that match, able to win that match with maybe a takedown at the end. Quick takedown here for Nic Bouzakis, young stud in the Ohio State lineup, highly sought-out recruit out of high school.
Redshirt freshman from Tampa, Florida. Bouzakis 4-3 already on the year.
Yeah, and one thing that I really like about Bouzakis is his intensity and the way he wrestles. Wrestles extremely hard, goes after it, looking to always score points and wrestle to win the next position.
Bouzakis wrestled Angelo Rini of Colombia a couple of weekends ago, and there's another 3 points for Bouzakis and escaping.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see that rematch. You know, Rini was able to knock him off at the Clarion Open, and you know, I'm sure Bouzakis had that on his mind coming out here to Colombia, seeing them on the schedule. Bouzakis is the type of kid that might be looking to send a message as well, wrestling the guy that he didn't expect to wrestle, maybe in his mind the backup. So he's probably looking to send a little message like, look, I'm looking to wrestle you, Rini, you know.
Early message sent, 3 takedowns, 9 points for Bouzakis, just 80 seconds into period 1. You got to think Rini's fresh too. His match on Friday lasted less than 100 seconds against Chris Cannon.
Yeah, he looked good up to that point. He was getting his offense going. An unfortunate head-to-head incident on one of his own leg attacks. But, you know, the momentum was starting to swing in his favor already early in the match. Bouzakis now running an armbar, switching it to an armbar in half. It's really tight. Ref stops it maybe for potentially dangerous. Got a little bit dangerous there, but that was tight.
Yeah, not a lot of movement on the upper body area. We see a little blood from Vines, so we'll get a pause. So the quick start for Bouzakis, already up 9-2, 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in period 1. Bouzakis, as you mentioned, highly touted, won gold at the 2022 Pan American Championships over in Mexico. Represented Team USA that year in the Junior World Championships in Bulgaria.
Yeah, he's a stud. Every age group growing up, he's been a stud in wrestling. He's been growing up with the sport.
Was the nation's #1 recruit at 132 pounds. Going in the 2022 recruiting class for Ohio State, which was ranked the top recruiting class in the nation. They felt, Tom Ryan did, that recruiting class of 2022 really set them up for the future at all weight classes in their lineup.
Definitely. Some more blood.
Gonna clean things up here on the brand new mat. Just 4 days in.
Second time use here, this mat. Still in the first period here, about a minute left. Bouzakis up 9-2 with 3 takedowns and 2 escapes from Vines here. Bouzakis letting him go for one more, making it 9-3.
Riding time also over a minute for Bouzakis at 1:12.
Bouzakis just a physical wrestler, rubbing his hand fight and head right through Vines' face, just looking to take control and dominate the positions. For another 3-point takedown too, just kind of bullying him through the position there.
And a 4th takedown for Bouzakis. Has him up 12-3.
Bouzakis has a deep cross wrist, 2-on-1. Really good turning combination here. Maybe looking to sneak an armbar in, which he just does. Going back to that armbar half, hopefully keeps it legal this time and able to convert it.
So the official award an extra point for Bouzakis, now up 10-13-3.
Short time, 12 seconds here. See Vines try to hold his base, not get turned. Bouzakis still going to work. Another armbar sneaking in.
Vines trying to step up, 2 seconds to do so, and there goes the horn. So a dominant start for Nic Bouzakis. He is up 13-3, and 1:53 of riding time. As you see, the gauze came out of the nose of Yanni Vines, so they're going to have to clean that up again before we start the second period. Things getting physical early in this match. Was a physical start on Friday for Columbia against Michigan, despite Angelo Rini being the lone winner on the Lions side. Still some positive takeaways, and a match go to overtime, and 5-4 loss for Jack Waymeyer, where he came back from down 4-0.
Vines picking down to start the second period. Bouzakis right back to work on a cross wrist, looking for a tilt, rolls through, looks like he's going to get a swipe here. Looking like it's going to be a set for 4.
A lot of control of the hips.
Yeah, it's another set for 4, making it 17-3, 1 point away from a technical fall.
Bouzakis now going up top to the neck area, trying to turn Vines over, but now regains control of the hips. One arm wrapped around the hips, one arm on the right wrist of Vines, trying to turn Vines over. Trying to lock in an arm bar, maybe.
Half Nelson now.
Riding time well over 3 minutes as well for Bouzakis.
Yeah, he's just riding really hard on top here, controlling the hips, controlling the wrist, keeping pressure on Vines' hands. Really hard for him to even build a base. By the time he builds a base, Bouzakis is already switching off to the next move, keeping really good control.
And under 20 seconds to go here in the second period. And back down goes Vines. So you mentioned it, Bouzakis just keeping control, even when it seems like Vines is getting close to building that base and coming up to his feet. Bouzakis returns him down to the mat. Time expires here in the second period with Bouzakis up 17-3.
Bouzakis choosing to go neutral here in the third period. A takedown will end this match. I look for him maybe to try to go takedown right to the back so he could look for a pinfall. Shot from space. Balls it up to an underhook. Ankle pick from the underhook. Nice shot. Vines able to defend it. If Bouzakis could snake his arm out, limp arm out, he'll get this takedown and end the match here. Oh, but we got a potentially dangerous call, resetting us.
Yeah, it looked like the head of Vines kind of got caught under his shoulder, and we'll reset here. 1:35 to go in period 3. Riding time at 3 minutes and 53 seconds for Bouzakis.
Yeah, so it's a technical fall if the match ended right now, but, you know, Vines hanging tough.
There's that shot from Bouzakis.
Bouzakis in a position we call coming out the back door here, coming down through the middle of the legs. Trying to backswim backwards, trying to get some weight on his legs so he can win this scramble. He gets the takedown, gets the technical fall.
So an impressive win here for Bouzakis. It ends at 20-3, a tech fall victory for Nic Bouzakis. Dominant over Yanni Vines. So a good start for the Ohio State Buckeyes. A decision and a tech fall win here through 2 matches. We're going to go to break as we will hit the 141 weight class next here on ESPN+.